Noah Lyles was on Funky Friday with Cam Newton, and he had a lot to say. I like the way Noah kind of explained to Cam what track and field is from the business side, and how shocked Cam Newton was to see there is no union and how the athletes have to create their own life after track, or how the contracts really work and everything like that. What were your thoughts?
When you're an elite athlete, you have the audience's ear. They're listening to what you're going to say. They're going to click. And that's the issue in our sport. Not having a union, not having a retirement fund for all the work that you've done in the years that you put in, whatever it's in your pocket, that's what you walk away with. And I don't care who you are as an athlete. That's what happens in our sport. You can win 100 gold medals. That's what happens in our sport. There's no one to fight for you, and there's no one to wish you well and say, here's a little severance packet or here's a little pension in your pocket. There's nothing like that in our sport. I love the progression of our sport and where it's going and having more money for these athletes, but let's give these athletes security. Let's know that these athletes can leave the sport that have true high credentials and say, hey, once I leave the sport, and usually these athletes leave at about 30 years old. What is 30 years old in the real world? You're still a puppy. You're still trying to find yourself in the real world. And all your friends that don't run track have already established a career for themselves. And now you're sitting around thinking like, what do I do next? And that stress comes along. I'm glad that Noah touched on that, but I think it's something that needs to be dug a little deeper into for sure. Because if we consider our professional sport, we need to be able to run like a professional sport.
What you my beautiful peeps? It is a boy Jamfield. No, this I agree with, the Ready Set Go podcast and also Noah Lyles, because the interview that he did with Cam Newton, I didn't agree with everything that he stated, but when it comes down to the business side of track relating to this specifically, I do agree with Noah Lyles, and we've seen it over and over. We talk about it over and over. And that is why I say I absolutely love the Grand Slam track, because it gives our athletes opportunity to increase their money. Because remember, these are professionals, right? Professionals. And if the sport is considered to be a professional sport, there needs to be security, right? And I believe Grand Slam track gives more of that chance. Yes, we are talking about, after you retire and all of that. But still, from where I see, the Grand Slam track gives the best opportunity, right? I believe Diamond League, you got to be like a top athlete, or an athlete that is really in demand for Diamond League to give you like some separate bags, right? But differently, if you're just a normal athlete performing in the Diamond League, or you win medals and all of that, you're still not getting enough money I believe a professional should be getting. Yes, we have deals and all of that, but we're talking about when an athlete retire, what's their security as a professional athlete? What happens after, So it's really an interesting topic. It has been an interesting topic for a while, and I really do believe the track and field committee needs to look into it, really and truly. But let me know your guys' perspective on this one. Let me know it down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys feel. Remember to drop a like and subscribe, as it helps out a lot, and it'll be greatly appreciated. I want to say thank you for your time and thank you for watching. It is a boy Jamfield, and as usual, I'm out.